Welcome to Wranglers TV. I'm your host, Olivia McDonald, and I am once again joined by Sandra Prusina, the voice of the Calgary Wranglers. Now, Sandra, let's take a look back at last weekend. The guys were in Seattle, and they had a big win on Friday, 6-4. Who stood out to you that night?
Well, you got to look at Jacob Peltier. He had a fantastic evening, 3 points. And I know a lot of people are curious about him. He's a first-round pick. They're wondering how he was doing, and I think of all the games this season, he really stood out in that victory for the Wranglers.
Okay, and then they did split the weekend, so they came back with a loss that second night. So taking a look at that one, they did play well, but what was missing in that one?
Yeah, it all came down to shot quality versus shot quantity. They had over 40 shots on goal, but maybe they weren't of the variety that they really wanted to test the goalie. And just watching that game, they started to lose it a little bit late in the second period, early in the third, and by that time it was too late to mount a comeback. They tried late in the third period, a couple of goals, but it wasn't good enough. So I think one of the points that head coach Mitch Love is going to drive home is shot quantity is great, but you also want the quality in there as well.
All right, so now they're coming home for 4 games at home, which we're very excited about. But how important is it that they make this a hard place for opposing teams to come and play, and how do they do that?
And that's a really good question. How do you do that? And the fact is they're facing the Roadrunners, who are a very good team. They're second in the Pacific Division, 5-1. They've looked great throughout this season. But for this team, for the Wranglers, they need to make this their barn. So when they come, they've got speed coming out of the gate, their foot on the gas. Hopefully they open the scoring, and that means you're not chasing the game. So make this a difficult building. And that happens when you have a lot of fans in the stands too. So take advantage of this being an NHL market. You've got knowledgeable fans. They want to see these players and they want to see them succeed, because eventually they want to see them playing for the Flames.
All right, well, I'm taking your words. You heard it here first. Wranglers fans, we have to get loud in order to make this a hard place for those opposing teams to come and play. Well, Sandra, thanks for joining me once again today, and we'll see you next time.
My pleasure.